said you develop a lot of the tools and the knowledge and the skills and even the resources to be of assistance. I think that's dope. But I also think the need to know is a control mechanism. I feel like it's like I need to know what's happening because I'm involved and I want to make sure that you don't motherfucking drive off the cliff with me in the car.
No,
and,
for sure.
And I understand because, you know, in our last conversation with the lady we had that joined us or whatever it may be, she had, because I don't know if I call y'all girls, women, or should I say woman. The woman that joined us, because I want to call her a girl, or the lady sounds a bit older.
Lady.
She wasn't old, so the woman that joined us. Because I'm still, you know, we just becoming adults. I'm learning how to use the adult terms. But the last woman that joined us, or whatever the case may be, she had pointed out, you know, women, you know, need for, like, we all know that women need safety and security, but she phrased it and broke it down in a way that made me realize, like, that need for control is just that. Y'all had that inability to be able to let go. It's just like, but y'all, it's like y'all, we all are good at masking why we do things. So it's like you telling yourself it's because you want to be a help, but in reality, you just don't want to give the control up and something go wrong and you feel like you could have did something to stop it. So it's like, you know, it's like, nah, you kind of got to let a man lead you with faith. Now, as a man, you have to be consistent to earn that.
Come on now.
Like, because I'm not going, like, I literally understood coming into my relationship that I had to prove myself. Do we want to have to prove ourselves? And that, we could talk about proving ourselves because I feel like that whole what you bring to the table conversation, we're going to get to that. But I feel like you have to, you start a job, you got to prove yourself. It's not, you're not proving yourself because you're trying to prove that you qualified. You're just building trust so somebody know you're reliable.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So I understood that, like, my girl come from being hyper independent and, you know, she pay everything herself and she, you know, she come from a background of splitting it and doing all these different things. And then she meet me and I'm like, yo, you ain't even got to work if you don't want to. You know what I mean? I ain't saying the first day you quit your job, you're going to have all your fucking desires, but I'm saying that it's your choice. And like, that sound like a trap to most women. Like, nigga, what you trying to have me rely on you, nigga? I got to ask you for everything?
Right.
And it's like, nah, it's like, no, I'm saying like, I just don't want it to be where you complaining about what you do. Because I'm saying you don't have to do it. You doing it because you want to. So if you go and you get into a stressful position, I'll let you vent all day and night. But you can't be out here like you a fucking slave. Because I'm telling you that I'm willing to take on the extra slack. You know what I mean? And that's just me. But at the same time, if it makes you fulfilled to go out and do some shit, do whatever the fuck you want.
We would do so much just to for y'all to shut up.
Yes.
Like more. Like it's like, yo, like we would work 10
4
jobs.
jobs.
Yeah, like if it was enough time in the day, I work 10 jobs just so you shut the fuck up. Like, yo, it's okay, cool. Don't do nothing. Just lay down and meditate all day. Like,
Oh,
just
Lord.
like
Go to the fucking spa or something. Go get you a fucking wax and go to Target.
Yeah, and if we had more reliable men, more women would want to do that.
Okay.
Honestly, more women would be totally comfortable being in the role of being like, great, these men out here are actually working. Like, I don't have to beg you to get up and go to work. I don't have to, you know, get up my own apartment because your credit is messed up. Like, you have equally enough things together as I do, so you could support me at the level that I expect and have earned for my own self. See, a lot of times you get with men and they want you to downgrade what you have going on to accept them at the place that they're at, and then they also want you to shut the hell up. So it's like,
that's fair.
I mean,
which one are we doing?
So there's a lot that I can unpack on what you said because this is like a thing. This is like very like widespread as a conversation, and I feel like to your point, a lot of what you said I 100% agree with. You know what I mean? And I also feel like, to add context, I feel like the more successful a woman become, the slimmer the dating pool gets.
That's a
so
fact.
I think that because it's like this, right? It's like the tolerance. It's like somebody that drink every fucking day. A little shot or two ain't gonna do nothing to them. So I feel like the more you consume financially, like the more you bring in and you then you dishing out, you able to do what you want. You got this freedom, you got the security, the stability. The less. Now again, I'm not saying it's like it's one of them things where I'm trying to make women think that there's not enough men out here. It's just more so saying like you got to be real with yourself. Your appetite changes, so it don't even matter about the quality of man no more. It just matters about if he can match your lifestyle. And I think that's when you get to that lifestyle and you realize like this, right? I compare a man with money how I compare an attractive female. You have to work for shit. So your expectations of each other is different. A woman walks up to the club, she think, I'm beautiful, I should get in for free. A man has money, he thinks, I got money, you should just let me fuck. And it's like, because that's the psychology of how they operate, it's like women who grew up more attractive than other women have to develop. I'm not gonna say they didn't, because that's crazy. Didn't have to develop certain things that women who weren't as attractive, same way a man who develops a certain character that doesn't have money, the one with money doesn't have to develop those, because people will literally tolerate this person for their looks and for their money. So when you throw in an attractive woman with money, it's like, oh shit. if she doesn't have a certain level of self-identity to understanding like what she wants from a man, she's going to go into it looking at it in an itemized list. How much he make? How tall is he? What car he drives? So it's like you're not even looking at the things that will make a man a man. You're literally building a bear. Like you're putting together a mannequin, and you're not really looking at the things that will make a man a man. I don't fault y'all for that because it's weird, because in reality, a lot of women was forced by way of, now in the absence of men gets lost in translation. A lot of men went to jail. They didn't just run off on their families. My dad did 27 out of the 30 years in jail. He wasn't a bad dude. He just wasn't there because his nigga
It was a systematic.
he went to, but that's not how history tells it. It's often highlighted that like they acted as if black men went off and got other families. That's how many people you know, how many fucking dads you know just went off and got another family. Most of the time, nigga just wasn't around.
They was juggling both.
No.
I see her twice every month. I see my family.
Yeah, no, in a perfect world, a nigga would, but you know, that's not reality.
Yeah.
But I'll pass it back. But just the last thing I'm gonna say in that regard is like, I don't think that a man just want to downgrade a woman. I think that sometimes that the quality that y'all want from the men at the financial level is not gonna match the man who can't give you that. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's just a slim amount. Like,
Yeah,
it's a slim amount.
I actually do think I will speak to the point that it is not that as many men. I do think it's not as many eligible bachelors. A lot of niggas is queer. A lot of niggas are in jail, or a lot of niggas are just dumb, and a lot of niggas are cheaters. A lot of niggas just got issues and need therapy.
So you think there's a lot of good women? Not saying that it's not.
I think it's more good women than men.
I think that you can mold women to be good.
That's fair. I think it's just a baseline, just like on a spectrum of good or just quality. I think it's more women, like percentage-wise type shit. I think it's just, because again, men by default have become the prize because there's just a lot more of us. Like,
I don't think that's why, but go ahead.
Okay.
No.
But yeah, so when women that go up the spectrum are like attractive and successful, whatever, there aren't just like, it's like a weird thing of like the men that's going to be at their eye level of attraction, overall compatibility. And that's why it's going to be difficult, I suppose. And that's why I think they end up in this itemized Build-A-Bear situation. Cause it's like, damn, all right, you look good and you fuck me good. Then it's like, credit bad, and I gotta like do all this shit too.
The credit bad was excessive. Nigga couldn't have good credit. If you could have gave me 1 point, like he got a foreign credit. She said the credit. She made this motherfucker a scum. Like,
so I get that. I used to, talking about my friend all the time about this. She was like, yeah, if I'm making 100 grand, 200 grand, why would I date a guy that's making 50 grand? And I was like, yes, that could be shallow of her, but I understand.
It's not shallow. It's just it's an appetite, bro. It's impossible. You
I'm
cannot
gonna say it's impossible,
bro. I'm all right. So you're right. I'm not gonna say it's impossible because that's a super firm statement, but I'm saying like it's inevitable because women want to be led. So a woman is not going to adhere to you if she feels like she knows more than you, if she has more than you, if she could do it without you. The best correlation is to, in this particular manner, not from a level of whatever, just women and children. If they're not going to respect your authority if they don't have to. Because if they could have it their way, they want it their way. So if she literally has $200,000, you make 50. How can you advise her financially on what not to do with the funds?
because she don't know how to use money.
Yeah, but she will go to a financial consultant before she come to you.
Maybe.
Because she gonna look at it like you don't know how to make money.
That don't mean he's not. Don't mean he's struggling necessarily.
No, hey, listen.
Right, we talking.
I don't disagree. I'm just saying, like, based on
And if he makes